Is your child the shortest in their class? Are you worried they aren't growing as fast as their friends? As a parent, it's completely natural to wonder if your child is hitting their growth milestones. You see other kids shooting up like weeds, and you start to ask, why isn't my child growing taller? Well, you're not alone, and today, we're going to dive deep into this topic. We'll explore the many factors that influence a child's height, separating fact from fiction, and giving you practical advice to support your child's healthy development. Stick around, because the answers might surprise you, and they're definitely more complex than just eat your vegetables. First things first, let's talk about the biggest player in the height game, genetics. It's the blueprint for your child's growth potential. Think of it this way. If both parents are on the shorter side, it's statistically more likely that their child will be as well. Conversely, taller parents often have taller children. There's even a simple formula pediatricians sometimes use to estimate a child's adult height, called the mid-parental height formula. It's not a crystal ball, but it gives a pretty good ballpark figure based on the parents' heights. So before you start worrying, take a look at your family tree. Height often runs in the family, and your child might just be following their unique, genetically determined growth curve. It's important to remember that this is just a potential, not a guarantee. Genetics loads the gun, but lifestyle pulls the trigger. Now let's move on to one of the most crucial building blocks for growth, nutrition. You are what you eat, and for a growing child, this couldn't be more true. A balanced diet is non-negotiable. We're talking about a symphony of nutrients working together. Protein is the star of the show, essential for building tissues, muscles, and bones. Think lean meats, fish, eggs, dairy, beans, and lentils. Then you have calcium, the foundation of a strong skeleton found in milk, yogurt, cheese, and fortified plant-based milks. Don't forget vitamin D, calcium's best friend, which helps the body absorb it. Sunshine is a great source, but so are fatty fish and fortified foods. And we can't ignore other micronutrients like zinc, iron, and a whole spectrum of vitamins that play supporting roles in this complex process of growth. A deficiency in any of these key areas can act like a brake on your child's growth. It's not about forcing them to eat mountains of food, but ensuring every bite is packed with the good stuff their growing body craves. Next up, let's talk about sleep. You might think sleep is just for resting, but for a child, it's prime growing time. This is when the body gets to work on major repairs and, you guessed it, growth. Specifically, the pituitary gland releases human growth hormone, or HGH, in pulses throughout the day, but the largest and most significant release happens during deep sleep. If a child isn't getting enough quality, uninterrupted sleep, their body simply doesn't get the optimal signal to grow. How much sleep do they need? It varies by age. Toddlers might need 11 to 14 hours, while school-aged kids need 9 to 11, and teenagers still need a solid 8 to 10 hours. In our busy, screen-filled world, it's easy for bedtime to get pushed back. But creating a consistent, relaxing bedtime routine is one of the most powerful things you can do to support your child's natural growth potential. It's free, it's effective, and it's essential. All right, let's get moving and talk about physical activity. Exercise is another key ingredient in the recipe for healthy growth. When kids run, jump, swim, and play, they're not just burning off energy. Weight-bearing activities like running and jumping put gentle, healthy stress on the bones, which signals the body to build them up stronger and denser. Regular exercise also improves blood flow, delivering all those vital nutrients we talked about to the cells where they're needed most. Plus, being active helps maintain a healthy body weight. Being significantly underweight can mean a lack of resources for growth, while being overweight can sometimes interfere with hormonal balance. The goal isn't to train a mini Olympian, but to encourage consistent, fun physical activity. Think of it as sending a daily message to their body. We're active, we're healthy, let's grow. Now we need to address a less visible but equally important factor: your child's overall health and well-being. chronic health conditions can sometimes slow down growth. For example, issues that affect nutrient absorption, like celiac disease or inflammatory bowel disease, can limit the building blocks available for growth. Hormonal imbalances, such as an underactive thyroid or a growth hormone deficiency, can also be a direct cause. This is why regular checkups with a pediatrician are so important. They track your child's growth on a standardized chart, and a sudden drop in their growth percentile can be an early red flag that something needs to be investigated. If you have any concerns, never hesitate to bring them up with your doctor. They can help determine if your child's growth pattern is normal for them or if further investigation is needed. Early detection and management of any underlying issues are key. It's also crucial to understand that not all children grow at the same steady pace. There's something called constitutional growth delay, which is a bit of a mouthful, but it simply means being a late bloomer. These children are perfectly healthy, but their internal growth clock is just set a bit slower than their peers. They grow at a slower but steady rate, and their growth spurt and puberty start later than average. For a while, they might be the shortest among their friends, which can be tough. But the good news is, they eventually catch up. They have a longer period of growth and typically reach a normal adult height. It just happens on their own schedule. It's a classic case of the tortoise and the hare. So, if your doctor has ruled out other issues, it might just be a matter of patience. Let's also touch upon emotional well-being and stress. Believe it or not, high levels of chronic stress can physically impact a child's growth. Severe emotional stress or neglect can disrupt the body's hormonal balance, including the hormones responsible for growth. This is an extreme scenario, but it highlights the powerful connection between mind and body. A happy, secure, and loving environment provides the stable foundation a child needs to thrive in every way, including physically. Fostering a positive atmosphere at home, encouraging open communication, and ensuring your child feels safe and supported is not just good for their heart and mind, it's good for their body too. So what's the takeaway from all of this? If you're concerned about your child's height, start by looking at the big picture. Are they eating a varied, nutrient-rich diet? Are they getting enough deep, restorative sleep? Are they active and happy? And what does their family history of growth look like? More often than not, a child's growth pattern is perfectly normal for them. Every child follows their own unique timeline. The goal shouldn't be to make your child the tallest, but to ensure they have everything they need to reach their own full, healthy potential. Celebrate them for who they are, at every stage and every height. Thank you so much for joining me today to explore this important topic. I hope this has been helpful and has eased some of your worries. If you found this video valuable, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell for more content on health and wellness. We love hearing from you, so please share your thoughts or questions in the comments below. Until next time, stay healthy and be well.